Okay, so I'm not really going to label this as a review because I already reviewed this movie. It's on the channel. And I reviewed the fifth one. This Scream 7 releasing Friday. And I don't care at this point. Why can't this franchise die? I decided to rewatch the sixth one to get, geared up for the seventh. And again, I'll say it like I did in my review of the sixth one. There was this will be mostly a discussion, I guess, but sound off in the comments if you agree or don't agree, or what's your favorite Scream in the franchise. I liked the beginning of Scream 6 where, you know, the killer, well, who we thought was the main killer, he kills Samara Weaving's character, kills her, and then he unmasks, and we see who the killer is right off the bat. I thought that was interesting. I thought that, oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. But then they did the whole, now he's getting a phone call thing, and then he dies, and then, you know. So, again, the movie was frustrating to begin with because they decided to go generic with this movie. And really, they played it safe. Because everybody, I have a bunch of problems with this movie. Even the scene of the camera shots of Ghostface, not really as cool as they were in the fifth one. At least the fifth one, I gave probably a bit more leeway, a little bit with the scene of photography and camera angles of Ghostface, because he looked more menacing in that movie, especially the hospital scene with Tara. Whereas here, yeah, he's faster, I guess, because you're chasing whatever, but down the street in New York, which they don't really show off New York a whole lot in this movie. So I love how they're hyping up, oh, the Big Apple, no one can hear you scream. Yeah, okay. Um, and also I thought it was funny they showed Jason Takes Manhattan at the beginning. You showed a better movie in your movie, because yeah, that movie has issues too that I have with it, but at least that movie doesn't have dumb character. Well, at least it has interesting kills. At least a cool soundtrack. Um, and a cool opening song to begin with. Jason's looking at it and whatever, but you know. But this movie, I don't know. I'm getting tired of this Ghostface stuff. And they already greenlit a Scream 8 apparently. So who cares what happens in this Scream 7? Because uh, Sydney's back, which I don't like the fact that she's in what six, five of these movies now, six of them because she wasn't in six, but she's in the seventh one. So she's been in five movies total, and you know, Gail she's been in all of them. Dewey is dead from five. Like I like Scream 4 because at least Scream 4 was introducing a new batch of people. And granted, Sydney was still. Also, you can argue that's still her story, but it shared at least enough, you know, screen time with Dewey, Gale, and her, and the other characters, mostly the younger crowd. Um, but here she comes back in the fifth one, and then you know her and Gale fight off whoever is killers, and And then Sam's character, seeing her dad, Billy Loomis, hallucinations. The frustrating thing about the idea that they had a plan, or they were teasing that she was going to turn heel. She was going to go crazy. She was going to be the next Ghostface, I guess, in the 7th movie. She was going to officially. But then it was weird because the 5th one kind of, or not this, but the 6th one kind of just not really. By the end, it's like she decided to shed that, and she's going to go her own way, I guess. I would have liked if she did go heel, and then her and Tara have to fight or something, or you know. Or we do the thing where it's her and Tara go cat and mouse, where maybe she blacks out, and that's why she, by the end, she's Ghostface this whole time, and in the 7th one, nope. They were really like teasing the fact that she's Billy Loomis's daughter, and she's just like him, has a killer instinct or a tendency to kill. Really wish they would have just stayed with that. And then, but then it's like, well, if Jenna Ortega were to stay on the project, where do we go from there? Like, there's no Sam, but we still have Tara. What, Sam abandoned her from? So that would have been an even tougher act to follow, because it's like, again, by the 6th one, they're together, so But yeah, I saw the trailer for the 7th one. I'm not impressed at all. And people are already there's leaks apparently about killer reveals and all that, and they're using AI with, I guess, Stu, possibly, and even if he is alive also, which is stupid. That's always been a dumb thing. He died in the first movie. A TV fell on his head and electrocuted him. I think he's dead. Billy Loomis died from gunshot wounds, and so I think Stu Macher is dead, or whatever his last name is. Stu is dead. I didn't care for these new characters of Mindy or Mandy, whatever her name was, the stupid wannabe Randy niece, whatever she is. She was annoying and not funny at all. I don't know why she didn't die in the 6th one. Like, they had the opportunity. Even at the end, she survives a stab to the side, or the gut, or not the gut, but the side of her stomach. And at the end, she literally runs at the very end to the aid of Tara and Sam and Chad, with her side still bleeding. I'm like, it just proves, like, people, like, it's like the directors, the writers, where they were afraid to kill off their new main characters. Like, you kill all the new people, but not the core 4, which I think is stupid. And you don't even kill off Gale, which could did that, but it had a decent outing. Although I don't like how they reverted her character back to being Gale, to terrible character of reporting and writing books, when her character was changed in the 5th one. But whatever, I guess, we gotta have her do something in these movies, I guess. Stupid. The 3 killers in the 6th one, they're doing this in the name of Richie, who was the boyfriend of Sam's character in the 5th one. Okay, I guess, but then didn't they do that with, Billy Loomis's mom? Wasn't she the killer in 2? She was killing in the name of her son. Like, it's what they're doing here. And people are okay with it, I guess. Copy and paste much. People praise the 5th one, which I don't understand why, because they even did the boyfriend thing. It's always the love interest. And it ends up being the love interest. Like, what? And then we have to go back to Stu's house as well, because that's where it all started. I don't care. You know, and even in the 7th one, I believe we're going back to his house. Again. Like, what is with these people? And why are people still living in Woodsboro? Which it seems like they're back there again. I thought Sydney had enough of Ghostface and Jill and, you know, all of them. Nope, I guess she's moved back in town by the looks of this trailer. I guess they're back at Stu's house. So she's back in her hometown, which is... I don't understand that. They gave her at least a decent send-off in 6 where she got her happy ending. She wasn't in the film, but she got her happy ending. I like that. We saw her already in the 5th one, which really I didn't really care. If anything, I wouldn't have even had her in the 5th one, but that's just me. I would have did a different, way. I love how her... Neve Campbell, in a interview I saw of her recently, she kind of shaded the 5th and 6th one. Oh, they drove, or they diverted away from, the original. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? In terms of gore and, I guess, and, certain storylines. Not really. What are you talking about? The 5th one was was a total copy and paste of the first film. What are you talking about? I mean, it was basically the greatest hits of the first film. Both of them. Well, the 6th one again didn't really have any good kills, if you ask me. Except for not even the shotgun kill, because it was off screen. Killed the dude off screen. I did like the scene. I did like the shot of Ghostface holding a shotgun. I know a lot of people, when that picture came out of that, apparently there was a backlash for, Ghostface doesn't use guns. He uses knives. That's out of character. That's not allowed. I'm like, Ghostface used guns at the... What? When they unmask, then they're not Ghostface anymore, and then it count, or it doesn't, then it is okay? Like, what? Like, it's still the same person underneath the wearing the mask, so what's the use of crying over, it's Ghost... If they have the mask on, it's not okay for him to use the gun, but when he has the mask off, then it's okay, because it's not the character of Ghostface, even though it's the killer. So I don't understand that backlash for that. I kind of don't mind if Ghostface used guns sometimes in desperate, situations like Art the Clown. But yeah, I don't have any faith that this 7th movie will be any good. I have no hope that the 7th movie will kill off any of the main people. I already know it won't kill off Sydney or Gale, because I think Gale's also going to be in this 8th one. So it has to either kill maybe one of the siblings, maybe Chad or Mindy. Or Mandy, whatever her name is. How about we kill them both, because they both got stabbed in both of the 5th and 6th movie, and they still survived. Chad in particular got stabbed multiple times in his stomach and chest, and he still survived. I don't understand that. So, I don't have any hope that he will die or her in the next movie. But yeah, those are my thoughts or my rant on stuff of the sixth movie anyway, and even the fifth one, I guess. Um, I will just stick with the first four Scream films. If I want a good Scream film or films, I'll just watch all four because at least you had people competent enough to actually make good movies, whereas here wasn't following trends and copying and pasting from the original film. Yeah, you have Kevin Williamson coming back. Just this time to write, I guess, and produce, or not produce, but direct. He gets to write it, but also he's gonna direct it this time. He wrote, I guess, all of them, I believe. He might have not wrote. Well, I know he didn't write the fifth and sixth one, but I think he wrote all 1 through 4, I believe. But this time he gets to direct as well, so yippee, I guess. But I don't know how good it'll be because you know, same with the aftermath of 6, and like, where do we go from here? We don't need Sydney back or Gale. Could just really just ended the movies off with a sixth one. Although it would have been a crappy send off, but eh. But yeah, if anybody's interested in requesting movie reviews, commentaries, reaction videos, or my thoughts on certain something or discussion, PayPal link is down below in the info box or description. And yeah, peace and love.